Hey, this is Shawn Powell. We're going to talk about Press One Cash a little bit, y'all, but I'm going to talk about something else also. It's going to be kind of like a little bit of a universal training as well. Obviously, Press One Cash, y'all, is going to be an SMS messenger system. It's really hot right now. It's one of those topics that I think a lot of one-up systems are really looking into, and other businesses as well, mainly because of the opt-in rates are so high when you're looking at, comparing a emails where it's 20-25% opt open rate usually compared to text messages, which now are literally to the point that 93-94% of all phone calls, I'm sorry, all messages that go through as a text are actually read, and 90% of them are read in the first 3 minutes. And I'm old school. I'm 46 years old, and I remember way before cell phones, anything like that. And it's just really hard to believe that the number one use for a phone is not calling and talking to someone. It's actually messaging back and forth, sending messages. And my girlfriend, she's lives in a different town. She works. We might talk to each other on the phone maybe once, maybe twice a day. But how many messages do you send back and forth? Now you start to understand why SMS messaging, is actually such a hot item when you realize those kind of ratios. So for the bulk of understanding what Press One Cash is about, well, that's basically it right there. You're giving people access to being able to use their phone. People calling in, listen to about a 40-second, message, and from there it'll send them a text message saying, to whatever business you want them to go to. It's another way of collecting the phone number itself, and you'll be able to send messages directly from the text. So it's really sweet. Now, with that being said, y'all, I will show you a little bit more about it, but I want to talk about something, y'all. This is my timeline on Facebook. And earlier I did a Facebook Live training, Go With What You've Got, and I really thought it'd be something really good to maybe cover here as well, in YouTube. Now, when I first started online business, y'all, I was as green can be, and I'm going to explain to you how green I really was. Now, I've always been real computer oriented. I've always, figuring stuff out, game consoles, modding game consoles, stuff like that. I was really good at stuff like that. But even with that being said, I was one of the last people to ever get a phone. And where I worked at in restaurants, I did restaurants for 26 years. From the moment cell phones became kind of a big thing, it was more of a conflict of interest for me because I was the guy having to tell everybody, leave your phones alone, focus at your job, at work. So I was a little against a cell phone, to be honest. And I waited a long time. It's kind of ironic for me to be so, technological in the sense of computers and game consoles and stuff like that. My very first computer I ever owned, I actually built. So that was my way. I love figuring stuff out. So I knew how to think the right way. I just didn't care about the cell phones, to be honest. And my boss man actually made me go get a phone because he wanted me to be accessible, right? So here I was, y'all. I'm just trying to give you some idea, the picture where I was at when I got into online business. My boss man made me get a phone. Well, I chose an S3 phone, Samsung Galaxy S3. It was a really good phone. And, I had no idea when I got this phone that it was going to be my way to freedom. After 26 years of being in a restaurant, I never would have even thought that there'd be any chance that I could get anything with this. And so when I first started online business, y'all, I had just bought my phone not long before, and I bought a $4 stand. Now, the whole purpose of this $4 stand when I purchased it was the fact that my little boy was still young. I wanted to take a lot of pictures and videos of us taking vacations and this and that. So I had purchased this stand with that mindset in mind from off of eBay for $4. The first day I got into online business, y'all, was the same day that this actually showed up at my house. So here I am sitting with a phone and a $4 stand. I didn't really have a reason for it, not a whole lot. I was kind of surprised I purchased it, to be honest. So it'd be cool, just for a new phone to have. And but it kind of almost feels like God knew I needed this to kind of get me started, and that's the route it went. So here I was sitting at my kitchen table. I couldn't sleep at night, y'all. I was staying up, trying to figure out online business, how everything worked. The gears in my head just wouldn't quit. I was excited. I had a burn in my stomach. It just wasn't going to go away. So I sat at my kitchen table with my $4 stand, my $250 S3 phone, and I didn't know how to edit. I didn't know how to do anything. I literally mash record having to run around the table to get to the other side and start talking. Didn't know how to edit any of this out. And my videos at the beginning, y'all, were literally me telling people about a business I found, how excited I was about the business, what the business would mean to me. I tell them who I was, a little bit, something like that at the very beginning. And then I would give them the call to action. And that call to action would literally be, come through here, connect with me, let me friend you, friend me on Facebook, and then I'll personally welcome you into the Facebook group. And that's all I did, and I did it a lot. I did my first 30 videos before I ever got my very first sale. So I think a lot of this is getting comfortable at applying action when the money isn't there yet, and making that a routine, knowing that you will evolve and get better over time. Okay, so the way I got free from a job, y'all, is I really decided to focus at one way of getting out to people. And the way I focused at the beginning was not YouTube. It was actually Facebook. I looked at it as being an ocean of people. And I felt like if I could learn to stand out, let people connect with me directly, that would work. And I just put the work in. And I did. That's exactly what I did. And the first business I was in, I was getting about 60 to 100 plus leads a day with Facebook with my old S3 phone. Now, I was able to get free from a job with Facebook in the first 6 months from the time I got an online business, so it wasn't normal. I was really excited, and I applied a lot of action, and people connected with me, seeing that excitement and enthusiasm. And I keep telling y'all, that's worth more than anything else you could possibly do, y'all. I'm just going to straight up tell you that. Now, my idea of a daily work schedule after I got free from a job was I was sitting at my on the couch, have the ceiling fan going, having a blanket across my legs, my cat asleep on my legs, watching YouTube while I was posting on Facebook with ads that I were creating, writing different things that meant something that people could read and maybe get something from it. You know what I'm saying? Really get a chance to connect with me. You want to look at around you. And if you notice in the Facebook groups and stuff when I was posting the groups, everybody looked the same, and they were carbon copies of each other. So I wanted to stand out. And I learned to think that way, observe the masses and do the opposite. And I made it really personal. I always had pictures of me and my little boy or something like that, so people see that connect with me. It's really what it was all about. So I figured that part out. And it really wasn't Facebook that did it. I mean, it was, but any avenue I would have focused at and would have just hammered away, and good or bad would have learned from it, knowing I wasn't going to quit, I would have made it. And that's why I tell people it's not YouTube, it's not Facebook, it's not paid advertising, it's whatever one way that you focus at that you master. Now, moving up a little bit further from that. Okay, so I got free from a job using my old S3 phone. I did go to start making YouTube videos with it. Well, I was like, you know what? It's time for me to probably get a computer. I had an old gaming rig that was no way of making videos or anything with it, So I went to the pawn shop. And here I am. I bought this old Hewlett Packard, this big red one right here, right? Paid $165 for it used. Brought it home and got free software. I did some reviews or looked up some stuff on the internet, and I found one of the software was called Debut, Debut. It was free. I didn't know how to edit anything, and I was really excited about a brand new business I came into, and I just decided, you know what? I'm going to mash record and let go. I'm going to do what I did in the Facebook world on YouTube. I'm going to show people how excited I am, how sincere I am, how I believe in this business. I'm just going to let go. I'm just going to let go. Y'all, I didn't know how keywords. I didn't know how anything. And I just hammered away. And I've just figured whoever's watching me are going to connect with me, right? Well, obviously I've evolved some since then over time. But I want you to know, my first six-figure income I ever made in my life came from a $165 used laptop. Okay? So the purpose of this video is I want y'all to know that whatever you've got, whatever you have, run with it. Let me show you this right here. Let's see. When I all started this, I had nothing but an old S3 phone, $165 laptops, and I ran with it. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. That's really the whole subject of this right here. Because a lot of y'all, you're looking at someone like, comparing yourself to a six-figure, seven-figure earner that is polished, but they didn't always be that way. They started where you are, y'all. They started just like I am with these $4 stands, or sitting their phone up on something, or walking around with it in front of them like that. Everybody starts somewhere. The difference is we know we're going to evolve, and we know we're not going to quit. I know I wasn't going to quit. I had a burn in my stomach. If there was anything that I can credit, there's two things I got to credit God for. Number one, not letting that burn go away in my belly was as the first year I rode off of something that would not let me quit. And I was branding myself the whole time, not knowing I even was. Not really. I just knew I believed in something I was letting go, and people were connecting. And it's priceless. The second thing God gave me was the fact that I love to figure things out. If I'm passionate about something, I'm going to figure it out. And I got passionate about online business, and I got passionate with the fact that there was no ceiling, and the fact that my life could change. And my little boy, I wouldn't be gone half the week like I had been all these years since he was born. You know, I was able to get my time back. And I did, to be honest, y'all, I never really cared to be rich. I didn't care to be a millionaire per se or anything. Like what I really wanted, y'all, more than anything, is I wanted my freedom, not have to worry about the bills, being there with my little boy, and I can tell y'all, May 7th made 4 years since I've been free from a job, right? 4 years I've been home. My little boy was 7. He's 12 now. Just happened to be for the age difference, where his birthday was. But y'all, you looking at a big time where dad was home the whole time. That's priceless. That's priceless. And it all started with me finding a business that I believed in, $250 phone, a $4 stand, that I went number one on the leaderboard getting a crap load of leads. I went and bought a $165 laptop that got me to six-figure income, and evolving. I knew that I was going to screw up at the beginning. I knew there was going to be things, and I didn't care. I'm going to tell you something else, too. I mentioned this in this part right here, so I'm going to mention it also. I think it's pretty important for me to mention this. Whatever's keeping you from getting seen and heard is going to keep you from making it. You are the one that's stopping this. You are your own boundaries. I promise you that, y'all. That's a fact. If you're scared of your grandma and your family seeing you and friends that you went to school with or whatever, do whatever you got to do to get over that, or do whatever you got to do to make it where it's not anything stopping you. Got to be real about this, y'all. You got to be real. What worked for me? You notice right here it says online business, right? My other Facebook account says family and friends. So I literally went and created a second Facebook account to stay clearly away. So my grandma and the people I went to school with had no idea what I was doing. And if you don't know, y'all, your businesses are going to be built by strangers. So if you want your family and friends to make it and they're coming here with y'all, and most people, family and friends, when you think about a new business, online business, they think Amway and stuff. That's their mindset. They're going to hurt you more than help you most of the time, to be honest, y'all. So you don't need to hear that. They haven't seen what you've seen. They don't know what you know. What you need to do is go succeed. And when they ride by my house and they're wondering, Shawn's got that new car. He's out there cleaning it. Look at the tan. That boy's been outside a lot. I heard he don't have a job no more. I wonder what he's doing. When they come across like that, they're going to be wanting to listen and know what you do. And that's what it is. I wanted my family and friends, if they wanted to know anything what I was doing, I wanted to go succeed so much that they would ask that way. I didn't never need any one person to make it in online business. If I needed any one person to make it, it's not my business. It's obviously someone else's. It's whoever I thought I needed to make it with. It's not necessary. If I needed to get this person in my business, then I plant the seed to this sharp person, just like this brand new green person is. No different. I was just as green as anybody at one time, y'all. And then just go succeed. And you'd be amazed at how many of these people are watching you, y'all. You'd be amazed at how many phone calls I get. When I got done doing that Facebook Live, how many messages, how many calls I just literally had off of Facebook and stuff of that nature. Because people are watching you. They are always watching you. Now, I told you earlier, do not compare yourself to someone who's been doing YouTube for 5 years. And I'm only saying YouTube because this is obviously YouTube I'm doing, right, at this moment. So don't compare yourself to someone else who has evolved from that $4 stand to something else. You will get there in time, but I want you to understand those little Mickey Mouse bouncing things on the screen or whatever that you see from these different people, just like I use and stuff like that, that's not the important thing. Your message is way more important and them connecting with you. And if you want to know, can you make an online business, y'all? There's 3 things you need to be an awesome sponsor, mentor, whatever you want to call it. You've got to find something that you believe in. You got to find a business you believe in. You got to become accessible to your people, and you got to apply action. Y'all, when you get comfortable getting seen and heard, and that's a routine for you, and comfortable with it, and people can sense that you believe in the business, everything changes. Anybody who's trying to get rich, hiding behind a sales funnel, thinking you're going to get rich with nobody knowing who you are, you're going to struggle. You're going to spend a lot of money, and you're going to wonder why it ain't working. I'm not saying paid advertising is not working. I'm just saying do it right. That's going to be the difference. Okay, y'all. I know it's a lot of training, but that was universal, and a lot of y'all needed to hear this, to be honest. And the last week, I kind of took a vacation somewhat. I made 1-2 videos, not many videos. As a matter of fact, this evening we're going back to the lake. We went to the lake last weekend. I made $600 while I had my feet dangling into the water. That's pretty awesome, y'all. I have had some downline. I did a video yesterday showing the people in the Facebook group, and Raleigh, one of my downline, y'all, I'm real proud of him for this, y'all. Raleigh got his first sale. He made his first $200 commission yesterday, and he just came in a couple of days ago. You know, and I love seeing what's better than me than making money is seeing downline that I bring in getting paid. And if you want to know, are we getting paid, look at my last video that I brought in yesterday. Because all I literally did, y'all, was I didn't know what I was going to see when I got to Press One Cash, our private Facebook group. I clicked it and just scrolled down and showed you the $200 commissions. And it ain't just me. It ain't just Frank. You're going to see a lot of different people making money. And I think a lot of y'all don't really get that. Sometimes it's really good when you get to see that it's not just, someone is established in the business making money. And I thought that was going to be real important. And I was glad it came through because every time somebody made $200, I actually popped it on the screen in the top corner. And it just constantly was popping up there. You know, it's pretty awesome. Y'all showing people who made money in the first 24 hours and things of that nature. Okay, y'all, I'm not going to make this real long. Press One Cash, y'all. It's a beast. It's really good. There's no monthly or yearly fee. That makes a big difference compared to most one-up systems. The first one goes up to you. If you don't know, I am putting your first member in for you. And by doing so, y'all, I've got the highest ratio of qualified to purchases of anybody in this. This is Ron right here coming underneath Raleigh. Yesterday, it's pretty awesome. Here's some more, and I've made about 12. I'm coming up right at $12,000 that I've made from this. And out of everybody, I've only got 2 people who have not actually paid for to do the business. So it's really a solid business. A lot of this I really credit y'all is going to be the sales funnel itself. This is one of the landing pages that I am personally using. People are connecting with me at YouTube, going through here, signing up at Press One Cash. A lot of times I'm actually on the phone with them so they get a chance to connect with me because so many people at YouTube don't know who I am, right? So it gives me a chance to connect with me not only for now, but maybe in the future as well. They know who I am, know that I'm accessible, that I believe in the business. I sound the same on the phone as I do, here in video, and that's real important. There's no scripting involved because I believe in what I do. It's no problem. So these pages do convert. They do really well. Got 9 pages. Takes you to page here. It's a 10-minute video. I was not even planning on doing the business. When I realized it was a one-up system with the one that goes up and I could put people underneath my downline, I loved the idea. I really wanted to do that. It's the biggest gift I could give my downline, and I really like one-up systems because I've learned one-up systems don't have a merchant holding our money. We pay ourselves, and we get to pick how we pay. And by the moment somebody signs up to the moment I get paid, it's usually 3 to 5 minutes. It's just hard to beat a good one-up system. And with this one, it's so simplified. It does what it's supposed to do, and it just works. So literally, y'all, at this point when I came looking at the cell phone, I was not going to do it. About halfway through it, I realized this thing's hot. I got excited about it and I was going to do it, right? To the time I was doing this video to the time I was in a paid affiliate was within 15 minutes from the time I was saying no to yes, I was a paid affiliate. I was excited, and that was priceless. I knew I had something to run with. But what excited me even more was when I saw how simple it was to pay each other. Because, y'all, I've been in businesses before where I had excited people that come through and tried to pay me and couldn't even pay me, and they're quitting trying to give me money to do the business, and I can't get paid. That's one of the worst sickening feelings. And the company won't, the support just wasn't there. It was too big, or whatever the issues was. It just sucks when you get that thing in a situation like that. We don't have anything like that. And because there is no merchant holding it, even here in the United States, y'all, one-up systems are solid. And we're looking at track records of 4 or 5 years that they've been around. Exodus Elite, y'all, is another primary business I do. And it's a one-up system because I really enjoy one-up systems. And, it's going on 5 years now. So I believe that Press One Cash, there's no reason that it shouldn't go right down the path at least 4 to 5 years at minimum and keep going just like these other one-up systems are doing. So that had a lot to do with my excitement and want to do this business because I knew it would take off. Y'all, if you need our sales funnel itself, and if you are already in Press One Cash, this is what you need to do. You need to click through here, which I know it says, but don't worry, just go through here. Go through here. You are going to go down here to this part that says continue, and I want you to go to step 2. Step 2, y'all, is going to be Power Lead Systems itself. It is going to, let me find the right page. There you go. It's going to be Power Lead Systems itself. The first one is going to show you signing up Power Lead Systems. If you need more information about it, y'all, I can tell you Power Lead Systems is how I got free from a job. There's no way, form, fashion around it. All the income I've made at all my primary businesses have come from Power Lead Systems itself. It's just always going to be my backbone business, period. So even though my primary businesses are making good money with it, a little baby want to come up here with me. I think her name's going to be Isabel. I've just about decided on it. She's a sweet little girl. Look at you. Okay, but look at Power Lead Systems right here. And when you're ready to get your sales funnel up and going, y'all, here's the share code you need. The illustrations right here will show you this, and just do what the video tells you. Do exactly what it does. Do not vary off from here. Do what it tells you to do, and once you are done, you will have our sales funnel up and going. Okay? So, and if you wanted to get in our Facebook group, for Press One Cash, if you're already in underneath someone else, that's fine too. We'll treat you just like we're our own. We just need you to be part of at least this part of the business with us, to have access to the Facebook group itself. All right, y'all, I am going to end this video. Did not want to make it long. I just had a lot of good covered, some good training. I felt like that probably some of y'all needed to hear. And so when you're ready to come into Press One Cash, y'all, real important, do not hit the link down below, not with me at least, okay? What I need you to do is to let me know, contact me any form or fashion. You can use not my old cheap phone, but my new phone. Call me on this one, and we'll talk about it. I'll even walk you through it, make sure we got everything up and going for Press One Cash for you to make sure everything's good. Get a chance to connect directly with you, answer any kind of questions you might have in the process. Maybe learn what's the best way for you to market, stuff of that nature. I'm up for anything during the process, that's for sure. And on top of that, I need to send you your link. I've got to send you a link so that you will sign up my next in line. Now, let me show you what that means. Okay, if you notice, Raleigh's already qualified. Steve Posa got qualified by Raleigh right here. So this is my done. This goes quite a bit. I've got quite a few of them I put in here. So now I've got Miss Turnip Seed. I'm going to call her that. And it might be Turnipsy. I don't know. But it's an awesome name. I do love it. Turnip Seed, and I've got Alan Greenwood. Alan came in underneath me late last night. So these are my next in line. So if you're ready, you contact me. I send you Miss Turnip Seed's link right here, literally send it to you, and then walk you through it. And then when you're done, I'm going to take your link and put it right here underneath it, and I'm going to do the exact same. This is how I'm qualifying you. Now, how important is this, y'all? Understand, I've got people that made $400 on their very first day. If I hadn't supplied the first one for them, what would happen is they wouldn't have made 400, they would have made 200. Their first one would have been passed up to me. I'm the only person in my whole organization, out of everybody in my team, that I had to give up my first person. Okay? So that's my gift to you for coming to being part of this team. Our Facebook group is incredible. Again, if you hadn't watched the video prior, watch that. Our sales funnel absolutely does what's supposed to do. It's a beast. And, we've got, let's see, what is it? Step 3 right here. I'm going to show you, y'all. Step 1 is going to be press 1 cash, more in depth. So you need to watch that if somebody's brand new to press 1 cash. Power Lead Systems only in step 2. Step 3 is going to be Udemy. I'll give you an example, y'all. This is this morning. I signed up for Udemy almost 4 years ago, if not 4 years. Made $30.27 this morning, $8.88, $8.60, $8.88. This is this week. $61.74, and I got $67.65 pending. That means that people have already paid. They just haven't ran the ads itself to make sure everything goes through like it's supposed to, percentages, blah, blah, blah. So here, y'all, I'm sitting at about 100. It's going to be about $120, $130 a week, somewhere pretty much in the ballpark. I average from a couple of hundred to about 500 or 600 a month in Udemy alone. All I'm doing, y'all, is giving people the tools and the answers to make their business work. And when they sign up underneath you, even if you do paid advertising or not, you're going to get these 15% commissions. This is where this is. The $30.27 that came in today, today's May the 24th, comes from people who are using this for whatever business. Might not even be my business. Probably isn't Press One Cash. You know how many people you can put in over the years that sign up underneath you, and no matter what they use it for, you're going to get paid. These are the things that are in our sales funnel that, and I'm going to tell y'all, actually, my little boy's Christmas every year is paid with Udemy. I was just going to tell you that, y'all. 1 month's time, in December, if I make about $500, that's more than enough to take care of a little boy's Christmas, and it comes from Udemy itself. All right, y'all. Get in touch with me. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Look me up on Facebook. If you're telling me you're ready to go right now, you want me to put your first member in underneath you, go ahead and leave a message down below. Say that you're ready, and we're going to get connected with each other, y'all, and I'm going to go ahead and get you started, send you the link that you need to get going, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the Facebook group, y'all. All right? Appreciate it.